Another day, another unboxing. Okay, what do we got today? The Soulion C20 FHD webcam. So that'll be full HD, 1080p webcam. Looks like it's been designed with carbon fiber. Probably not though, because that's extremely expensive. Fixed focus and has a built-in microphone. We're gonna unbox it and then we'll switch over and we'll have a look at the actual quality of it. You're watching this on a Google Pixel 3 in HD. So we're gonna see how it compares in a moment. Manual, and then the whole unit looks like it's coming out. Yeah, oh, quality. I can feel the quality. I'm gonna put the packaging to one side, as well as the manual. There's a little, what's this? Okay, I'm gonna get the manual back. I want to know what this thing is before I break it. Oh, it's one of those things, if you're worried about like the government watching your every move, you can stick this onto it and it's a little shutter flap to cover up the lens. Cool, okay. And here it is. I tell you what, things really have come on a long way, haven't they? I remember when I was a lad and cameras back in there were not of this design and quality, and I haven't got a clue how this attaches. Oh, right, okay, really? I'm gonna need my laptop to see how this works. Okay, my laptop has a full HD webcam on it, but say you've got a laptop that doesn't, I don't know, like some of them Mac users out there, or a lot of Mac users up until recently, I believe, you might want to up it, but I think most people are going to be using this are desktop users. So let me get this right. That goes like that. It doesn't feel right. I mustn't be setting this up right, guys. Oh, it is right, because that's tapered. Okay, so that just goes there, and then that goes like, oh yeah, that actually it. Do you know what? It doesn't look like it's gonna grip. And now I'm just destroying my laptop by elbowing it. It doesn't look like it's gonna grip, but then it really does. You just sort of like squeeze it up and that is solid. Look at that, it's more solid than my flimsy laptop screen, which bounces all over the place. That's good. And then the camera itself has got its own pivotable, see that? Like that can go up and down anyway. So even if by pushing that up brings it to look sort of at your belly, you then just push that up. That's cool. Well, I suppose that's the only downside of this. Because of the way it is, you need quite a bit of space at the back. So if you've got a screen, for instance, like my screen is flat against the wall, it's thinner than that. So I'd have to sort of sit this somewhere. I might get away with it, but as screens are getting thinner and thinner and they're going against the wall, this really isn't an option. But if you're in like an office and you'll sit there with your screens like facing each other and whatnot, and that's there, then it's no problem at all. So this is cool. The lead's nice and long as well, because that's a lot of downfalls with these things, is they don't give you a long enough lead. And you can just like tie up the excess. So far so good. Build quality, top. Let's test out the camera quality. Right, so I've finally gotten around to setting up the camera. I'm using Windows 10's usual camera app. This is the camera, also using the onboard microphone. So things aren't looking good by default settings, but hang on just a second. Now, I've just jumped onto Zoom and all of a sudden things look 10 times better. I've looked into the settings and I even tried disabling all of the processing that Zoom does to see if I could get the camera back to the quality that it was through the Windows app, and it made not much of a difference. It was slightly worse, but this seems to be much better than what you were just looking at from the normal Windows app. So there must still be some processing going on here. By the way, in terms of how well lit I am, I have a mini sort of ring light here and a giant filler one here. So imagine most people who are just jumping on, say, a video call for work aren't going to have this sort of like good lighting, like decent lighting. I put some color in the background as well with some other like overhead sort of halo lighting, just so people know what to expect from a camera of this quality. So this to me says that this is very much a webcam only camera. If you want to go making content, then you're best just sticking to your usual phone, because it's going to be like a much better 1080p camera. This is a quick, cheap solution to if you have a desktop or your laptop's camera isn't quite 1080p and you really want 1080p and you just want a nice cheap solution just to add it onto whatever your package is. The microphone, bog standard microphone, nothing fancy going on here. People are going to be able to hear you, but don't be expecting the studio quality that everyone claims that they've got on microphones this big, when in reality, proper studio quality can only really come from microphones of this sort of nature, which, by the way, you can buy and use for webcam chat on Zoom and whatever, but it's a bit overkill. If you're a vlogger, though, you're probably going to go for something like that, and you're probably going to go for a higher quality HD sort of camera than this one. This one does it, as you can see. You can see me, it's clear. You know, it's only going to be as clear as your connection anyway. But this does the trick. There's nothing great about it. There's nothing too terrible about it. It does what it says on the tin, if you like, for that sort of price range. So I would recommend this camera for people who need a webcam only, not for people who are looking for like the best webcam. You know, people aren't going to see you on Zoom and go, "Oh, what camera have you got?" That's not going to happen with this thing. But if you have no camera at all, then this is an easy recommendation. Hope that clears things up. Yeah, go check it out on Amazon. Have a look at some other reviews. People may have picked up on things that I haven't done. It's an easy recommendation, so go check it out. And it's a thumbs up from me for this price range. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you in the next one, back on my normal quality and with a better microphone than this. Cheers. Bye-bye.